Yo, what's up guys? So I figured I'd come back with another video. Ghost of Tsushima has a multiplayer update. Now, hold up. Let me drink some water so I can spit it out really quick. Like, what? Also, in the background, this is pretty much my new build setup with the assassin. I picked the assassin class, got a couple classes if you want to choose between the... This one is a little interesting. I got a pretty overpowered setup early on. It's not too bad with the loot. I just kind of suck at grapple hooking there. But I'm also can make up for it for this parkour shit. Like, look at this. I love it. It's really good. But yeah, this you kind of have like the epic rarities and all that, and the legendaries. You haven't gotten any yet, but yeah, just jump up here, just poison everybody, let them deal with that while all my enemies are poisoned. Jump down here, and we got weakening instead of hallucinogenic poisons. You weaken their guard or something, so I'm doing that to try and help out my teammates, kind of like a support role with my ranged. And right there with the kunai are on fire. I also have a charm that does extra, you can get extra status effects, which is the other one I unlocked. Or, like they last longer or whatever. Or you can get a stronger fire damage by like 25%. I chose to go for like the extra damage. Figured that would be a little bit helpful. Especially since, and later on I end up swapping to a bow anyway and just going at the fire damage. Because I got a better bow that was like epic or something, and you can shoot fire arrows. Curious if the longbow with the explosive arrows are in here, because if that's possible, then that's OP. But yeah, I figured I'd do like some commentary over some recorded gameplay. I haven't really done one of those in a while, and really, this is like I don't know. I really wanted like a raw experience, not recording anything when I played this the first time, just to get a feel for it. Yeah. Really loving it. They got all these boss enemies too. I'm just playing the survival mode right here. Not to get... There's a story mode too. You can play up to like 2 or 4 people. Or by yourself. You can even play all of this by yourself if you wanted to. Frickin' love that. More games should do that. It's like Call of Duty, I'm looking at you. You can't even start up a game by yourself. It's pretty dumb. And some of the other games that were frickin' are multiplayer. And this isn't even a multiplayer game. Look at that teleport though. I went across the map just to kill that guy. It's insane. Oh yeah, I just have to say, like, Ghost of Tsushima, already like a good like 8, 9 out of 10 game. With this, it pretty much sold it. I thought it was kind of weird that you could do like emotes and stuff in this single player with almost no real reason for it besides a couple Easter eggs and all the shrines. But now it makes sense. It'll definitely make sense in a minute. Yeah, I suck at grappling. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there's those things on the right too. I just ran past them. Didn't even know what they were for a little bit, but you can use them to like buy upgrades, which would probably help out here. This guy literally frickin' has a Gatling gun that shoots frickin' crows. I don't know, that looked a little buggy. Definitely killed my teammate. I just get killed by a Gatling gun that shoots crows? Yeah, I got like messed up. Yeah, but these things, those scrolls, you can buy upgrades that like ignites your enemies. You can get health regen. And it's kind of like a thing that you can press up on the D-pad and you can activate it. The one where you ignite your enemies is pretty good. I wonder if that stacks with your abilities if you use it, like your charms. Because I have plenty of stuff that increases fire damage. All defense areas are activated. So basically every time it gets to that point it resets all of the healing items and like the healing drums basically, and the frickin' ammo replenishing spots. The offerings. Autobots roll out. And I still suck at grappling. Such a noob, I know. But yeah, just instantly take out their offense, lighting them all on fire, and then going for the archers. Not a bad strategy. And I can't wait to find a better sword that does poison damage. I ended up switching to one, like, each of these different swords gives you different stances, so you kind of have to, like, restart from the story mode, obviously, because you're playing a different character entirely. And you have to level up, all that fun stuff. But, yeah, each rarity of swords has different styles and stances and different moves and stuff, which I thought was interesting. So if you got, like, a legendary, you'd probably have all 4 of the stances if you got like a super rare legendary. But right now I only have one that goes between the stone stance and the water stance, and I usually only go with water stance, just so I can do the frickin' quick barrage flurry of attacks. The crazy, like, I'll do it. I don't know if this guy has it or not. I think I'm using the poison sword. It was a wind stance. But if you use water stance and hold down triangle, it's this crazy frickin' barrage of attacks. It's insane. Kinda just regrouping with enemies, or regrouping with the teammates here. Just gotta poison everybody and then I go in for the attack. Like, if I can poison and light the bosses on fire, then that'd be perfect. I'm never using this other ability. If you press down on the D-pad, you can use, like, one of your other class abilities. This guy has a poison smoke bomb that turns him invisible. I'm trying to upgrade it too. You can level up your techniques a bit. Like, this guy is pretty overpowered. One of his level ups is being able to run silently, increased critical damage, which is perfect for stealth killing higher level, higher ranking boss enemies, and you know, there's like, there's a bigger variety in the multiplayer too. That's what I like. They added more enemies. They added heavy bowmen, Yoni enemies. And like, they added some new bosses. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil it. The Yonis are pretty cool. But yeah, it works out pretty well. There's some minor glitches with the camera. Like, I feel like when I spin around it makes me move or something. I don't know why it does that. And there's like like lag, but it's not between the characters, it's with the enemies that those characters attack. Like, I swear, when they activate their like Heavenly Strike super abilities or whatever, like the samurai, and he just teleports around and kills everybody, like I was doing earlier. Like, they'll be standing there and then they'll flop to the ground. So it's a little buggy. But so far pretty solid. I only got one error, and it wasn't even a game crash. It just said error code blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden I was like, everything was fine. I was still in the party with my friends. So it was a very confusing error. I don't know. It's probably just my system or something. I was messing around with my VR setup earlier and I unplugged it, so that's probably why I did that, maybe. But yeah, this move. When you do this move and teleport around and kill everybody, sometimes the people you kill kind of lag out. And you'll stand there for a second. It's probably a bug that'll get fixed. Yeah. I'm curious how all the classes play. I'm probably going to try out the Samurai and the Ronin next. I just unlocked the Ronin. He was also kind of a stealth character, but he's mostly like a healer and a summoner. So if people die, you can you press R1 and L1, together. And it's basically like Call of Duty's co-op mode, if you ever played that. The medic in that class basically can revive everybody from across the map, even though it makes no fucking sense. In this game, it like at least makes a little bit of sense, because they're adding in that magic, mystical, chi stuff. I don't know, it just works. And it's in the realm of fantasy, instead of like, oh yeah, a realistic shooter. Well, somewhat realistic. You know what I mean. Oh, I'm getting my coin across. Plus the summoning's kinda cool. Here's the ability to summon a wolf, but you can upgrade that into a bear, I've seen. And I'm not sure what the other upgrades are for the Ronin. That's also one of the other scrolls you can get. You can buy a wolf companion that follows you around until it dies, or it follows until the end of the round, I think. God damn. Just getting wrecked by these. Those are the heavy archers, I believe. They take frickin' forever to kill, and they have a little bit more damage, that's for sure. Oh, and noob tip. There you go. Get a healing gourd as quick as possible and get a green one and get a good one. Get an epic one if you can. But the healing gourd was pretty much keeping me in battle without wasting all of the healing drums. That's another ability that the Ronin has, I think, is that aura that he puts on the ground. I can just sit here. I love it. Sitting there playing the flute. I actually play the flute now. I don't play the Sharuhachi? I think that's what it's called. Sharuhachi. I don't know, something like that. It's the one that this game is based off of. Looked up a bit. Kind of why I got into it. I ended up playing like a Native American flute. It's kind of been a little bit easier, I think. Yeah, see, he has a frickin' summoned bear. It's insane. And then you can fight these mini-bosses. It's like a teleporting frickin'... It reminds me of one of the other bosses in the game. A mix between a mini-boss and Sekiro. The lady girl in the mist with the basket on her head. And the frickin'... The chick that teaches you, I think it's the girl that teaches you, not Heavenly Strike, but the other one. It's like a... If you play the story, you know. I'm not going to spoil that either. But there's a female mini-boss. Or maybe it's a main boss. I'm not exactly too sure. But it's really fun. It's in my other video. If you want to spoil that for yourself and give me some more views. I don't know why it didn't give me an assassin there, but whatever. I figured when when the survival mode already starts, it's really hard to get stealth kills. So survival is kind of like not the best for the assassin class or the stealth classes, in my opinion, unless you have like a support role, like what I'm kind of doing, going in and helping my friends, lighting all the enemies that they're fighting on fire and breaking their guard with the weakness stuff and poisoning them all and stuff. I think that's a good way to play with a stealth character in survival mode. I think it works really well. Oh man, I love it. I can't believe this is a thing. It's like, don't mind if I join. Here we go. I'm gonna exit. Yeah, that was my fail. That's keeping hilarious. Up. GG, guys. I had to join them. I thought it was great. Well, anyway, that's my Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer impressions. Really good. I like the classes. I'm excited for the new content. It's going to be coming, and I'm going to be grinding this for probably another month. Get me ready for PS5. So anyway, yeah. Peace out.